put here, and welcome to this quick start guide on the brand new and super exciting evergreen webinars plugin for WordPress. What I want to do in this video is show you how to get started with it super quickly, and then we'll dive into more details in other videos. So let's get started. First of all, once you've gone ahead and installed the package, if you need help installing it, make sure you check out the installation video. To get started, we're going to go here. We're on Evergreen Webinar Plugin. We're going to go to the settings options here. And the first thing we want to do is we want to just set up our settings. Now, if you haven't activated your license, you can do that. Actually, the license manager will be above if you haven't done it yet. And then basically we want to set the settings up. Really easy and really fast. The first thing we've got is a master URL prefix. So with all your webinars, you're going to have a prefix. So you've got your permalinks, you've got your website.com or whatever / blah 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 blah, and then the different webinars. So the prefix with this particular package, you can choose what it is. So you can put it as webinar, and then all the webinars will have the webinar prefix, which is really nice because it separates it from your other pages and posts. Then we've got the censor option. You can set to censor bad words automatically. So that's in relation to the comments. When people leave comments, you can just have the censor active, and it'll automatically it'll censor out ugly words that they'll post. And it's a very extensive list. I think it's about 900 words. Not my list, but anyway, that's in there. And if you do want to set up your own, I've got the custom option there as well. So you can actually put your own swipe file if you want to have a customized censor word option. Then you've got your Google Analytics. You can just put your Google Analytics ID there. And once you're saved, you're ready to go ahead and create your first evergreen webinar. So we're going to go to our webinars here, and we're just going to select add new. And for this one, I'm just going to call it my 6-figure video funnel. Create webinar. Really quick and really easy. And here we go. We've got all the different things here. We've got the register, welcome. So basically people opt in. Then they get sent to your welcome page, and basically we can have a look at that. Actually, we'll look at that in a moment. I don't want to get ahead of myself. We've got the webinar there, ended. So when the webinar is over, you can have custom content there, attendees and comments. So let's go ahead and set up our opt-in page. So the first time people interact with your evergreen webinar plugin is they land on your opt-in form, and from there they're automatically forwarded to the welcome page, from there onto the webinar, and from there onto the ended page, which is really cool. So setting this up, I'm just going to go 15 minutes. If you want to be more specific and 60, 30 and 15 don't work for you, you can select, click on the pen there and set your own custom time. You can put in any amount there. So you do have those options available. I'm just going to go 15. We give it a headline here. I'll just put training starting soon, and we can see the preview is updating it. Then we'll get an opt-in title. Sign up and secure your seat, and then we've got an open paragraph. So I'm going to just say, please enter your name and email to secure your to the training. And what I'm going to do, let's just select name as well. If you want to do first and last name, you can do that as well. Then we've got our button text. I'm going to leave it as it is. And then we've got our opt-in footer. You could say something like, we are not going to spam you, or whatever you want to say in there. You can also put HTML code in there if you want to add a link to terms or anything like that. I'm just going to put here, don't miss out. And then we can connect our email client. Now, to connect your email client, what you can do is you can actually connect it with any autoresponder service. and all you need to do is grab the HTML code and paste it in there. Let me just do it right now actually. So in this example, I have an Infusionsoft swipe, and what I actually did, I just pasted it in there. So the opt-in form, and then basically it'll throw you onto page 2, and then you can just link up your fields. So here we've got first name, and then for email we've got email, save changes. And just quickly, I forgot to mention the return URL is super important. So with your email provider, with your autoresponder provider, make sure you're using this particular return URL so that they're returned to the right address, and that's going to be different for every webinar. And then just go ahead and click continue and make sure you line up the fields, so you can just select which fields for each one. Go ahead and save that and you're good to go. There we go. We can see now this is linked up. I'm going to go ahead and save this, and here we can get a preview. We can customize this opt-in form a little bit. So if we want to change the color, for instance, we can do that with one click, and it's a really nice clean design. It can go with any site. It's going to be super easy. And then if you want a dark one as well, you've got the option there to make a dark form just like that. Alright, we're good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and save this, and now I've got my short code here, and I can basically paste this on any post or page, and it'll generate this opt-in form, and it'll start the whole process. Now when people opt in, they will be taken to a welcome page, and I can design that welcome page completely from here. And now, since this is a quick start guide, let's just go welcome. Your training will start shortly. So if you want to give some instructions for them, build a bit of anticipation for the training about to start. You can also do open, close, curly brackets and time, and that'll actually put the time of the starting time of the training. So that's going to be different for everybody else. You can also add videos. We can look at those in other videos, but you can place videos and all sorts of cool stuff onto this welcome page that they can watch then and get ready for the training. Let's go ahead and save that. Then we go to the webinar. This is really easy, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my video. Now I'm going to use a YouTube video for this one. You could use the direct video file or Vimeo, anything you like. Just putting the video there. You'd put your image there for your, which might be your webinar slide, home slide, or then a video image. And then you can also play with the theme, choose your theme. We're going to activate comments. I'm going to auto approve comments, and then we can also write a customized notice if this particular webinar is inactive, which happens over here. Let's keep going. End it. I'm just going to go ahead and save that. Ended. Once the webinar is over, this is the page that they'll be coming to. That'll do. Since this is a quick start guide, that'll do. Once again, you've got options here to add video, video image and video placement, so you can split the page or put the video above. It's totally up to you. And here we'll see the attendees once people actually go onto the webinar. From here we'll see the comments. So the comments will be showing up, and we'll be able to approve them from here if you've got them set on manual. Otherwise auto approve, and we can also remove any comments that we don't want to have a part of it. So let's take a look at what we've got so far. I'm just going to go ahead and click preview, and we get a quick preview of the webinar here. We can try out the comments here. You can see the comments here. Now, because I'm in preview mode, this comment is actually not going to be saved. So if I come back here and have a look at comments, we've still got no comments. So in preview mode, you can just test it out. Attendees as well, they're going to appear right here. But this is actually ready to go. Let's go ahead and activate this. And now to get started, all I need to do is go over here to register. I'm going to grab my Evergreen webinar plugin shortcode. And I've also got some shortcode options. So if you opt-in form and you just want the form, you don't want the countdown, you do have that option. So you can do that in the shortcode. You can select form only and then you'll just get the opt-in form. You've also got countdown only, so if you need the countdown and you want to use a different form, you can do that, no problem at all. So I'm going to select opt-in box for this one. Let's just double check and save, and I'm going to go to my pages here and I'll show you what this looks like once we're ready to go. And I'm just pasting in my shortcode there. I'm going to go ahead and update this. And this is the entrance to our evergreen webinar funnel. Let's go ahead and take a look. I'll just open it up in an incognito window. There's our countdown, and yes, the training is starting super soon, so let me just go ahead and opt in. And you can see we've been brought through to the welcome page, and this we have full control. We set this up previously from the admin, and now we can see we're just counting down the seconds here until the actual training or the webinar starts. So I'll just skip this forward a little bit. Here we go, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And beautiful, there we go, we are in the session. Now once the webinar ends, it will automatically send me to the thank you page. Well, it actually loads the thank you page on the same page, so you don't have to redirect to another URL. So that's the quick start guide for the Evergreen webinar plugin, and it's super awesome. Now you can create your own Evergreen webinars directly on your own WordPress site, and you might want to also try and use ready to go YouTube videos. There's some great content that's a longer video. Sometimes it's hard to get people to watch longer videos even if they're great content, but if you put it in a webinar setting, you're going to get a lot more engagement from your viewers. So that's it for this video. It is Matthew McDonald here, and I will see you in another video super soon. Cheers.